Hello and long time no see. Welcome back to the stream. Another 70-star race coming at you hot off the press. Gainai27 versus BroMario28. He's got the number advantage, but can he have the time be less than Gainai? That's the point of a race. We will see. I'm here with Thero, who's got to join back in. He DC'd very briefly.
What is
a bit unfortunate.
up? I just snuck back in.
Hello.
How are you today? I can't complain. Just ready to watch some Mario.
I'm not complaining either. Me too.
Yeah, so we've got Gainai versus BroMario. 70-star. I know I've been watching, kind of lurking BroMario here recently. Working hard, trying to make stuff happen. You know, not as fast-paced as the 16-star that we've been seeing, but still pretty fast-paced.
Yeah, there's so many things that, you know, can go wrong, but a lot of times these mistakes will kind of cancel out. You can get a close race at the end. And both these runners are very capable. You know, Gainai kind of on the up and up in 70. He recently got a 51. But Mario, more known for 120, he recently got a 145. So he's been playing pretty actively, and they're both hopefully kind of at their peak form right now. So we'll have to see how it goes, because I think anyone could take this, even though Mario is like kind of the more tenured player. They both have the skill to take it.
To me, it's all about who talks to Lakitu.
Okay.
You gotta have
tell the theory again.
Yeah, you gotta have that prep talk with Lakitu, preparing for the run, saying, "Dude, we need the angles, we need the setup," and I think it's only been proven wrong in one of the races that I've commentated that the person who talked to Lakitu did not win. So it's a thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely a thing. I mean, it could just
be
me reading the script.
We'll see if either of them is Lakitu skip, and then we'll see how the run turns out, and we can kind of check the tallies. How many times do you think it has worked out that way? Someone missed Lakitu skip but won the race?
It's been at least 5 or 6. And then one time where it hasn't. It's crazy.
It's a good trend.
Alright, both of them get it. So we won't be seeing that trend this time. Head in for a bomb clip at this point. We've seen a lot of these season runners kind of mess up bomb clip. I don't know if it's the nerves, the hand starts shaking.
Yeah, Heisenberg said his hands were shaking like really bad, and I could kind of see it in the way that he tried to do bomb clip. He couldn't actually like hold A long enough. Like, it was really weird to watch. Gainai with a nice big bomb though, he's got to turn around. Does he have time? Barely able to get in there. BroMario takes the lead, but Gainai almost lost his bomb. Would have been bad, but good really reaction to recover that.
But that's the thing. I think getting through Womps is probably the most important thing. Like, after Womps, your nerves have started to settle. You're calming down. You're getting into the zone, and that's kind of the game changer, to be honest.
Yeah. Once you can get in the mindset of you're just playing and only being in the moment.
Right.
No, one thing that I struggled with, I was always thinking of like what was coming up later, or thinking about like what would happen if like I won or if I lost, like thinking about the race when it's still going on. So being in the moment is definitely... Oh, BroMario 12-6 on the slide.
Very nice.
Very fast.
You know, and for me, the best runs that I've ever had are when you're not even paying attention. You're just kind of going through. You're just playing the game. That's all you're worried about. It's just playing the game. I think that's what it's all about. That keeps you from getting into your own head, and
yeah,
you know, you're not racing, you're not competing against anybody. You're just playing some Mario. All right, let's see.
We're gonna start out with 100 coin, a bit of a Star Wars difference. Also with the nice reverse order for the first ring of Gainai going for the cannonless, but he's got it. BroMario though missing his wall kick, that's gonna cost him the full cycle unless he can. Okay, definitely not now. But he's got enough coins to skip a row at the end if he misses, or if he gets half cycle and doesn't miss any coins.
Pro strats. So, you know, BroMario going with that typical run route A lot of runners elect to go ahead and knock out 100 point first because it's super reset heavy. So it may just be, you know, what he's used to.
Yeah, I think, you know, you want to adjust your game plan for a race, but you also don't want to do it too much that you psych yourself out.
Right.
You want to do what you know.
And I can agree with that. Some or a lot of the guys that race quite a bit, you'll see them do that that cannonless and that outless first to kind of get the 2 stars out of the way. But I prefer knocking out this 100 coin because to me it's super scary.
Yeah. Gainai going for half cycle. I don't think he really likes to do the actual pro cycling races. I don't know about runs. He probably does do it, but I don't know.
And that's where you see the difference. And explaining to the viewers out there, they talk about how race times are significantly different from run times. And that's because I think once you get to this top tier level, I mean, we're in D2 here, but once you get to the top level, you're not going for the risk.
Sliding off the thwomp into a bonk there. Really
nice little bonk ski.
It's unfortunate he just landed on a bad polygon, is pretty much what happened.
And it's crazy when you see Mario and you get those bonks where you reverse yourself. That means you caught like the very end of that polygon and you like flip around. It's crazy.
So what were you gonna say before I cut you off?
No, I don't even remember. It wasn't super important. Not as important as BroMario going in, grabbing this wild blue star, kind of seeing where Gainai is going to be going at this point.
Same thing. They're pretty tied up still.
All right, wrapping it up here. Pretty solid so far. I mean, no major mistakes. We've had a little bonk ski from Gainai here. BroMario did miss that cycle, but I think they're kind of trading blows at this point.
Yeah, he ended up just getting half cycle, which is what Gainai went for off the bat, so it wasn't even like a net loss. Mario still had the better 100 coin overall. Oh, but getting squashed by the womp. You know, going for a really low ground pound, did it a bit too early. You know, Gainai's pretty much tied with him at this point.
Right.
Like, actually insane, but Gainai's not going to grab the star.
That's right, BroMario with a slight lead here. Going back and getting one more star at the top of the tower. You know, the movement up to the top of the tower is like, it's super fluid.
Yeah.
Getting, you know, you'll see a lot of folks that'll go for the dive. Some folks are going for the ground pound. Getting a little bonk on the end there. Not too crazy.
Not bad at all, really. Both these runners had a pretty solid womps.
I think it was like around a 657, 658 womps exit. Going back up for another bite at this apple on Peach's secret slide. I don't know what she would use this slide for.
I don't know. Bragging rights.
Bragging rights? She just, when she's not getting kidnapped by Bowser, she's just sliding down a random slide that leads to nowhere?
Yes.
12-8 from BroMario and a matched up 12-8 from Gainai.
Yeah, only a 5-second difference now. You know, BroMario got a little bit of an edge in Wombus, but not by much at all. You know, many things in lobby will be more than 5 seconds if you messed it up. And in the basement, you know, 5 seconds is absolutely nothing. You're pretty much tied.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have to see if BroMario will want to, or will be able to extend his lead a little bit. Or if Gainai can shore it up, but he's going to miss a red, and that's going to cost him. It's a good thing he was able to get on the second pass because, excuse me, if he didn't, he would have been dead, or he would have had to kill himself. He has no speed here. Losing even more time with the flying compared to BroMario, you can see how much that ended up doing to him. Yeah.
Again, and this kind of perpetuates that whole speedrun mentality. So, like, you can actually snowball if you don't watch it, which
Yeah.
we kind of see here. You know, no huge major mistakes. It's all small things at this point, heading into Dark World, which we know is super movement based.
Yeah, well, you know, when you've practiced it so much, you can do it pretty well, but it's still hard. Well, I don't know, some people might say it's not hard, but if you mess up, it's probably going to cost you a cycle. Well, see, I'm just saying things that don't even make sense, really. Shig cycle, you know, it's fairly lenient, but if you do make kind of a big mistake, like you don't get over the elevators correctly, you know, you have to wait a whole cycle.
Right.
That'd be bad. And then the biggest threat is actually dying. There's so many ways you can die right where Gainai is hitting the 6th thread. Not to curse it. Oh! This long jump.
Yeah.
Curse! Curse!
He
Okay.
got the ledge grab. He got the ledge grab.
Yeah, don't want to curse it.
It's like you got a shig and then a poverty shig. You know, it's funny that we still call it shig because it's kind of like the normal cycle now. Normal cycle is really like the late cycle. Then late cycle is like the fail cycle.
And then
how did that hit?
Stereo cycle?
Yeah, that's right. That's like 40,000 cycles behind the regular cycle. That's stereo cycle.
I know on the new... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know how BroMario hit that. It looked so far wide right. Anyway, go ahead.
It's a good run for BroMario. About like 1004 Dark Road exit. You know, pretty spicy. Not like the greatest ever, but that means he didn't make any drastic mistakes. And Gainai is gonna be a little bit behind, but not by that much. Maybe about 15. So just one big mistake, like maybe if you like died a pillarless or something, that would do it.
Oh, pillarless.
You know, we start teasing it early, but you know, it really comes in full force, especially if you're not too confident in it. Right now we're gonna take a little breather with CCM and BBH. Hopefully we won't see too much spaghetti dropped, but you never know. It does happen quite a bit.
It does, and sometimes it's those easier courses like you know, CCM, BBH, even HMC, where you just see the spaghetti all over the floor. Ragu is just pouring out, you know. Why? Because these runners start to feel comfortable. They're like, hey, you know, I got a second. Where in excuse me, in Rainbow Ride and TTM, you're kind of tense.
Yeah.
Really focused on that movement. BroMario showing us that wall kicks do work. I love the backup.
That's really nice.
The backup is, to me, so smooth, and it's not that hard to execute. It really isn't. Looks like Gainai knocking out this slide here first.
Okay, so we're definitely going to be going for CCM 18. But Mario also doing CCM 18, going for slip sliding away on zone. Not doing a moonwalk. Gainai, it's alright, but BroMario going to save about half a second with that fancy little strat.
Channeling his inner Michael Jackson. That's what we call that. Cheese would be so proud.
He would be.
Head back in. You know, I don't think I've seen very many 70-star runners that have gone for that slide first. Most like to knock out.
Ooh, Gainai playing it really safe on wall kicks will work here.
I don't blame him.
Doesn't want to risk missing the wall kick from the backflip, which would kill you, or like falling there trying to dive onto the little like platform. Can be pretty tight. You can lose a massive chunk of time if you do mess that up.
So BroMario not going for the safety red. I was kind of surprised.
He also didn't get the penguin star yet, which is kind of weird. They're both doing it last.
Maybe they want that breather.
Yeah, I don't know. So Gainai actually rolled out, which is a bit less fast because...
And he gets the safety red.
Yeah, I support that decision. With the CCM 18 in a race, you know, a lot of people will say just do CCM 17, but if you want that kind of nice HMC late, you don't want to have to actually risk losing it all to the slide. Or that like 4 seconds probably isn't going to be what decides the race. You can put that one just like the risk versus reward if you're like, There's even a 10% chance you fail the slide. It's not worth it.
Right. You know, BroMario getting through there, not too shabby. You know, because it's a huge time loss. It's so, and like it sinks down in your stomach when you're riding like right now, and you have 84 coins. You're like, my God, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. It really loses about a minute, actually. Well, it does lose about a minute. There's really nothing you can do because you can't get both stars.
Right.
Sometimes, like, if you miss coins, you could go back and get the coins, but then you lose the penguin race, so...
Exactly. There's, and...
Yeah, you put yourself in a hole.
Right. That backflip of shame. BroMario having to body his way around that penguin on the Japanese version here. The penguin spawns the star above the penguin's head on the US version. That does not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
I don't know
really
why
good.
They both elected to do it last. It's kind of interesting, just from personal preference. I don't know anyone else who would actually do that, but there you go.
You see a lot in runs from like the most difficult to the easiest, typically, but I agree with you. That's something I don't think I've seen before. BroMario looking good. Got a solid lead here. I know you and I have talked about this. If you watch the other runner during a race, I wonder if BroMario is.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice to know. Because you can possibly miss out on information that would help you, like adjust your game plan better kind of mid-run. But you'd also put a lot more stress on your mentality knowing where the other person is. Right. And it's kind of diverting your own focus from the gameplay.
Exactly. And I think some runners like to look at it because they'll judge how risky they're going to be with their movement and the stress that they're using. But for me, it would just add that element, like you said, like taking away from what I'm doing. To me, it's the same process of when runners kind of get into a rut and their sum of S is really low and they're trying to be B. What do? They either hide their splits where they can't see them, or they get rid of their splits to where they just have a flat timer to work on consistency. So I think it's the same thought process, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
BroMario headed downstairs to that shifting sandland.
It's been a pretty decent run from both of them so far. Not anything terrible to speak of. But here comes Pillarless, and I didn't mean to cut you off there, but we're going to have to see how they handle it.
Yeah, no worries. It's the same thing. You know, if these guys are putting their head down, doing the best that they can, not going super crazy, you know, solid Pillarless so far from BroMario.
Nice single jump as well.
I'm kind of shocked that he missed the box because he was like right in there. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really looking at the box too much.
And now it's kind of smooth sailing for BroMario, you know.
But not for Gainai.
Not at all. Didn't lose a ton of time, going ahead and knocking out that talent, so I don't blame him for that. He got up there.
It was scary though. Okay, he made it over.
But see, BroMario right now is kind of cruising through. He's got one more star to get out of here, which is that top of the pyramid up there, before he heads into Lethal Lava Lands.
Yeah, this is a really good run.
But Gainai here has got a 10 Pillarless super sketch, I'm not going to lie.
Can he stay on the ridge? And he does so.
He's in there.
Yeah, definitely didn't want to slip over to the other side.
And he's going to be wrapping up his time. He didn't lose a ton of time failing Pillarless. I think he had solid movement in his backup. He did lose a little bit of time, though. Ooh.
Wow, but Mario, very fortunate to get that ledge grab, otherwise he's probably gonna die. You know, you don't have enough... If you purposely cut your speed there, you don't actually have enough room on their burn to make it over. But Bro Mario falling in the lava, can he make it up? He's gotta be careful, and he's dead. And he goes down with the ship, like the plank he warped up on fell underneath him. Like Mario, like kind of saluting as the ship like tips over and he sinks into the depths of the lava or something like that.
That was so sad. Like right at the end of the star.
How's the Titanic music go? I actually won't try.
My heart will go on.
How it goes. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think I got it right. Yeah, that hurts. Like, I can only imagine what was going through Bro Mario's head at that point. Like, alright, get up. Alright, get up. Come on, alright, get up. Let's go. Alright, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. So Gainai coming around for a triple jump lava boost. Really safe, actually. I didn't think he actually did such a big safety lava boost. You lose a good bit of time actually running around at the top because you have to get all the way around to the little bridge part and triple jump, but he got it, and that's the most important thing.
But, you know, like I said, I don't blame him. We see him doing a lot of really, really safe stuff, and it's starting to pay off for him. BroMario continues to make these mistakes. You're going to see a lead change here shortly. You know, because that long jump can be super sketchy.
I think Gainai is in the lead now, but we'll have to see after Lethal Lava Land how they stack up. Ooh, grabbing the bottom of the pole though, he's gonna have to climb pretty far. Also, very scary because if you miss the islands, you'll just fall in the lava. But Gainai, you know, kind of avoiding death once again.
Again, super safe. What is it? The tortoise and the hare?
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race. You know, and I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. You're not seeing crazy movement. You're not seeing, you know, super risky anything.
Yeah, I definitely edge it to BroMario in terms of current skill and maybe like potential, like for this race. But you know, Gainai, he knows that his biggest enemy is consistency, so he's trying to really like put that first and foremost, and it's going pretty well. You know, BroMario is definitely a much more experienced player,
right?
And Gainai's keeping pace with them.
You know, 120 is like the long distance running, the cross country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is kind of a mix between that cross country and the sprint, which of course is the 16 star that we just saw. We know BroMario has got the experience and the endurance, getting the burn right there, forcing himself into the wall so he doesn't go flying anywhere. Ooh.
Did he miss Lava Boost? Because he must have gone all the way up the volcano.
He would have had to. Which, you know, I get being a 120 runner. I mean, you know the fastest way up there. And I'm missing a red there. But luckily not missing the cycle for that puzzle.
Yeah. But now we can say definitively Gainai is in the lead against BroMario, who took a death in Lethal Lava Land, plus a couple relatively minor mistakes. But now he's actually got to speed it up and get out of the deficit that he's got for himself. It's not very much, it's like 10 seconds maybe.
Ooh.
But burning on the flame, you know, kind of adding a bit more to the pile. But DDD is probably not going to see too much of a lead change unless it Manta strikes again.
That's what I was going to say. The Manta rings throw off runners like no other, and even experienced runners have issues with it sometimes. We saw Cheese in the GSA tournament, 70-star tournament before Christmas time, having to swim back through that swanky little backup. Because the rings can be super triggering.
Mario with some nice turns on the chests though. Can you get the last one? That's why you see him swim so far out. Trying to reduce some lag as well. Gainai did eat the lag, but pretty decent from both of them in terms of chests. I think we're gonna look at a race that's gonna go all the way to bits and maybe even to throws. I think they're just very evenly matched
because they're kind of exchanging blows here back and forth, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know, you're not having a crazy blowout. Gainai yet again, you know, playing it safe here. Rear sub. I don't blame him. And same thing for BroMario. You do what you know. That's what's important. You do what you know.
I completely agree.
Again, you're just playing the Marios. That's what it's all about. No one understands why this sub lags so much. It's kind of like the monkey cage in TTM. It's like the black hole of lag.
It is.
And I don't know if anybody can explain it. I mean,
Gainai missed a ring. He's got 2. Damage control. Third one's gone by. He's gonna have to slow down here. Flutter kicked a little bit, I assume. Or it's very slow breaststroke. But at least the ring didn't troll him in that way. The rings were actually... sometimes it seems like you swim through it and it just doesn't register. So at least he was able to pick him up. But Mario pretty much destroyed the gap.
Less than a second apart at this point.
But you know what time it is? It's Fire Sea. The big killer in the run.
It is. You know, I think that BroMario is going to have an advantage here only because of the Reds movement.
Oh, God, not able to get the wall kick. That's tragic here. BroMario in the cage. Turning around. Oh, a firsty as well. This is so fast from BroMario. Avoiding the Goomba with the delayed rollout. He actually wanted to roll out to kill the Goomba, but he's still on pace. Oh no, but that little... I don't know at this point. He's got to try and go for it, I think. No, it's too late.
Yeah.
No lava boost for BroMario, all because he changed direction on the pole.
And that just
but
shows
you early cycle.
Going for lava boost. You know, you used to the standard was early Ellies. That was the thing. He should get at a halfway decent ending here.
Oh, but Gainai, bad amp RNG.
It's tough. All of the Bowser in the Sky levels are very movement intensive. Not saying that the rest of the game isn't, but it's very optimized. Very optimized.
Like if you want to get good at the game, practice the Bowser stages.
Oh God, yeah.
And like TDC 100, I guess. Bombs 100. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Gainai. If you dive too early, trying to get that like fast rollout ending, you actually get like 2 bongs and you fall all the way down. But it's luckily he didn't die, because that would have been forcing him to redo the entire stage, no reds. But still.
But still, you're redoing an entire stage.
Well, Mario, trying to hit the dab.
Dab it on them haters. I can't remember what Tom was saying. It's not a dab. Something else.
I don't know.
So, BroMario kind of solidifying, headed upstairs. Got that lead right now. Looks like kind of sizable. Yeah, he entered the door upstairs at 27:38. So you're looking at probably around a 20-22 second lead.
Oh, but Mario, you're not getting a triple jump for that one general triple jump off. It's something that you even see a lot of really good runners pass up on, just because of how hard it is. And if you never tried it, you know, it's kind of hard to tell. It's like, it's a triple jump wall kick, right? But it's really difficult, and the amount of speed and positioning that you have to control is very difficult, and BroMario just did not have enough speed to triple jump there. Gainai with the perfect RNG, hitting the skeeter and the box at the same time. That's what you want to see if you're Gainai right here.
You have to balance
a flying
it.
wedge Road 100. Yeah.
You know, that triple jump wall kick we haven't really seen a lot in races, because I believe it was Puncation in the 70-star tournament failed that once, and then ended up failing the top of the town star once as well. So super risky for both of those.
Yeah, it saves a few seconds of the elevator star saves 2, top of the town only saves 1. You can maybe save like a little bit more than that, but it's really not a whole lot considering how difficult it is. Like, plus it saves like about 15, and you know, it might not even be as difficult. I don't even know if we're actually going through, because like the stream's frozen. I don't know if that means like the audio is fine, or if we're just kind of talking into the void.
We may be submitting everything. All right, so looks like got a little technical difficulty, but we'll be coming back up shortly with those with both of these streams. But you know, as you were kind of talking about before, I just want to bring it up. That's where the big debate about Alice is. You know, optimally, it's going to save 6 seconds. That's if done optimally. So if you miss it once, you might as well have just gone for the owl. You know, and in these races specifically, it's like risk versus reward.
So we have one runner feedback. I think it's BroMario. We have to get Gainai. Or maybe it is Gainai and we need BroMario.
It most likely is Gainai, because he got that great RNG before we failed here. Not sure though. So, and that's another interesting dynamic of Mario 64 that I think is different. Looks like it's actually BroMario, because I can see his timer.
That's why I thought it was.
So that interesting dynamic essentially is when you do or perform a rollout off of a ledge, you won't take fall damage.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like, it's not something that
it doesn't make any sense.
Right. And I don't think that was necessarily intended. It's just, you know, we as speedrunners like to break games. That's just kind of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just happened to do it once. They're like, man, I didn't take fall damage. What happened? All right. Looks like we're coming back up here. We're fully operational, guys.
Sounds good.
Shout outs to Piner, our restreamer today. Doing an amazing job. Being a restreamer is really difficult. For hours and hours, you're sitting here and having to fix technical situations like that on the fly. So shout out to Piner and all of the GSA restreaming team for the amazing things they do.
Yeah. But I think it's now time we can get back into the gameplay here. This is still a really close race, and there's no telling who's going to come out on top. And even so, with the way these leagues work, I think either of these runners can get a huge amount of the point spread, even if they do lose. They're messing up on the third secret, which is a bit too far to activate it. I had to back it up kind of slow, but he's going to get in the end. Meanwhile, BroMario's dropping a bit of spaghetti, trying to do the reverse order Piranha route, and it didn't work out for him. He definitely did not save the 1 frame that it does.
Well, BroMario loves getting that double kill. I think that's what it's about.
It's cool.
It's something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's kind of what it's all about. You know, if we all did the same thing, then we'd all have just about the same times to shoot for. But even those small optimizations at this level matter.
Yeah.
BroMario gonna be wrapping up his time here in Tiny Huge Island.
Oh no! Oh, I thought he was hitting the fall. I can't believe he actually made it back up.
That
definitely would have been
kick.
Costly, because on the Huge Island he would have had to do like a side flip wall kick to ledge grab.
And it's a pain.
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, Gainai.
normally...
I call that Goomba El Goombito. So he got Goombito.
Goomba El Gubito.
Well,
We should...
El Goombito. Like
El Gubito,
Spanish name or something.
That's fair. You should add that as a Wikipedia entry.
Yeah, El Goombito, the little guy that aggroes you at the start of THI. Every time.
Great, now I have Despacito stuck in my head. Appreciate that. BroMario.
When you're so white, the only thing you know about Spanish culture is Despacito.
Despacito.
Alexa. Alexa. That's Alex Jones.
Oh, good.
Gainai here, about to enter TTM BroMario with a really nice waterfall
That was
star.
really nice. I was kind of happy that he got that.
Yeah, TTM has... Every star in TTM can go wrong. Every single one.
You know,
That's why
this
it's so
wall
hard.
kick off the log just like
Wow.
that.
It's not too bad if he can pull out a good reds, but the way he's set up here is really bad. Definitely had to take it slow on the mushrooms themselves. Now in the coin maze, can he speed it up a bit? That triple jump was not really what he wanted. It was kind of unfortunate, but he backed it up really well actually in the coin maze. Didn't lose as much time as it could have been.
And that's another spot that is just like running through this maze with honey, molasses on your feet. Just because of eating that lag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the rocks or what being hurled at you at 12 miles an hour.
Trying the side flip wall kick. Second try though. There he goes. Ooh, but Gainai not getting these log wall kicks. I'm gonna have to use his second backup here, and I think he might have to forego that strat the next time he enters the painting, because if he falls, it's gonna get really bad.
Alrighty. BroMario, head over to do the box star. I like the setup for that, the quick setup that BroMario just did.
Oh my god!
Missing mountain
Hello? What? I thought you were looking at the host. That's a fat one. Thank you so much for bringing all these fellow kids into the stream. I don't know why I said fellow kids. These emotes are great, by the way.
They are.
Karma Koala, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you guys are ready for some Mario 64 action. This is a good race to watch too. It's very close. And we're going to be bringing it to you every step of the way here. We are 36 minutes in. You've got probably 15, maybe a little bit more to go. Oh no, Gainai had a bad mountain clip set up there. This has not been a good TTM for him. It's really been just tearing him apart. And that wall kick, no way! I can't believe it! Everything that can go wrong is going wrong right now for Gainai. BroMario is just falling apart as well. I can't...
Mario meltdowns
This
on
is
both
nuts.
sides of your screen.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I finally get over there? Okay. Sometimes TTM just does this. It's so extraordinarily punishing. But yeah, you saw Gainai, who was in the lead for a little while, is now a good bit behind.
BroMario gonna go back for this Snowman's Head star that he...
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna work either. Well, what do I know, dude? He just pulled it off. Weird camera, weird angle. But there you go.
It's weird because when you're setting that up, the camera kind of pans by itself. Like Lakitu almost strafes. So you have to be quick getting up there. And there's so many ways to get up there. I mean, we've seen Tama do his little side flip off the penguin's head, which is my favorite, by the way. I think I was commentating with you.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah. That was nuts.
Gainai here. Oh no, taking a bonk. That's what's so I think that's why so many like top players don't like this star, because Gainai not having good camera angle either has to kind of wiggle it around. He's got it this time, but yeah, this upstairs has not been going his way at all.
Starting to look like Thero's running SM64 again.
Wow. Did you quit?
No,
Odyssey.
I'm playing Odyssey now, but it's just a temporary pause here of SM64.
So Gainai, he has to start getting it together now. BroMario is a 120 star focused mod, and that means his late game is probably going to be not lacking at all. TTC isn't even like the hardest stage in 120,
no.
You know, but
not
in 70
at all.
It is.
And because you're doing like the easiest star in Rainbow Ride compared to
not really.
I mean,
rides, you just don't have to do an extra latitude bounce or a 100 coin. That's all it is missing.
Or sit and wait and stare at that beautiful blue sky.
Yeah.
What feels like forever. And then be like cheese and spawn the star and jump off the side of the carpet. That's what we kind of do here at twitch.tv/speedrun.
I guess.
Nice triple box jump here. Looking really good. The movement was really smooth for him. This is the breather time for both of these guys.
I think once you get done with the Christmas Miracle, at least for me, then I can like chill for the others. But
right,
for some reason, I a lot of times don't hit the switch right away because I didn't get enough height, or I'll just like miss the triple jump wall kick because I'm trying to like do it exactly at the peak. Like BroMario just did now, he's got to get okay. He actually backed up really well. You can
he can
be
get a
there
ground
forever trying to get nice.
Yep. So with that backup, it's really tough to hit that switch with the side flip.
Mm-hmm.
So with the side flip, the good backup, of course, is to be able to ground pound that switch. But you have to make sure you're at the right height. If you do it too low or too high, you're not going to hit it. You're not going to hit the switch.
Yeah. Now we got to see Gainai really try in the last act of this 70-star run, do everything he can to get back into this one. You know, BroMario is a tough opponent, but I think Gainai has what it takes to try to mount a comeback. And either way, to get himself some of those points that you'd find at the end of the race, if he can keep the deficit pretty small. But also missing the Christmas Miracle, getting stuck in the corner. This is what I was afraid of. Okay. So he can try not so bad, but he's not going to be able to hit the switch.
And
oh no,
again,
he missed the backup.
There he goes. He was actually going for either the emergency exit star or he was trying to get the double jump and kind of slid off the wall because his angle was super awkward.
Yeah.
So wanted to back it up with this Christmas Miracle.
So yeah, like you're saying, like HMC is an easy place to take a breath. Well, I don't know about Christmas Miracle, and they both ended up messing it up. So maybe a bit of curse coming.
That commentator curse.
But BroMario still at least a minute lead. Gainai getting that box jump though, you know it's kind of a shame he had to lose so much time to the Christmas Miracle. But getting that one has to feel good. It's a very satisfying trick.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you were talking about Gainai has got the better PB in 70 star. Was that right?
I don't think so. I think BroMario has like a 50. I'd have to check. Analysis.
BroMario dying.
Wow.
He went for
this
that.
This is Mario 64, folks. You look away for 1 second.
And it's done. Yeah, he went for that triple jump wall kick, and then a couple of rage pauses further delayed his time to die. All right, he misses. Oh, he misses it again.
Wow, 2 deaths in a row. Gainai is really coming back now. He has. I mean, he's not all the way caught up, But this is huge. Mario's got to get together right now. Is he gonna do something else?
Yeah, he's
yes,
gonna
he
play.
is.
He's gonna go ahead and go
Two
for
bounce come out. Alright, very nice light bounce. You got a ton of height too. Able to grab the pull exactly right. Nice sound effects coming in from the Foley studio guys.
That's right. It's all professional here. Going for that side flip dive, bouncing up there, grabbing the star.
Yeah, definitely good that he was able to recover and not actually fall and die from that position, which would have been extremely painful because then you could miss lap 2 bounce again or die doing something different. Because Rainbow Ride is fun like that, isn't that right? Anyone who's lost run to Rainbow Ride.
I'm raising my hand right now here in the booth.
Yeah.
Alright, so BroMario able to get it that time.
He abandoned the fast strat. He's like, I died twice, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all. Not worth it at all.
Though, fast strat gets a first try, big time save over BroMario. Can he get a good ending? Really nice triangle movement as well. Speed kick, ground pound. I really like that ending too. It's the same speed, maybe even a tiny bit faster, and you have no risk of dying. So like, really impressive mechanical star coming out from Gainai, showing that he is someone to watch out for in 2019.
He really is. Gonna attack.
I don't know about this lag 2 bounce though. If he gets it, I'll be shocked.
Boom.
He got it. There you go.
So going up extra high, didn't want to get the wall was, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
Gonna go super safe here with that double jump, with the kick at the top, jumping across, grabbing the star. BroMario should be wrapping up his time here in Rainbow Ride, heading into tick-tock clock.
Yeah, with those two that he is not out of the woods, there's a huge opportunity for Gainai to make up this deficit and at least get a lot of these, I guess I'd call them like the disparity points that are given out at the end based on the difference of the times.
Right.
Gainai here still get up though. He has to be very careful about this long jump angle. That was very scary. It might not have looked it, but when you get a slow get up, then you have to be very accurate with that long jump. But he did. Now,
all right.
TikTok Clock 100 definitely cannot understate the immense impact the star has had on the run, and how many runs and races have been decided because of it. BroMario off to a pretty solid start here. A nice amp RNG as well, not having to worry about it at all. But it only gets harder from here, and the stakes increase the higher up you go from the clock, or the higher up you go on the clock. Mario, I don't like this Mario Cam angle, but he's able to get far enough to the left to grab the ledge.
He's super confident. He really is.
Yeah, he is really flying through this right now, and so much credit to him with the pressure on. Oh, a first hit off of the wall too. You know, if he had pressed A a frame earlier, he'd be probably dead. That's how small of a gap there is between success and failure. But BroMario has success written all over this one.
Look, if there's any part to mess up the 100 coin, I want to mess up missing the box at the end.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, what is he like triple firsties to get up there? Very optimal play from BroMario, getting a firstie in every single wall kick, it seems.
But you know,
I want to focus on Gainai right now. Let's see if he can match what BroMario just put out.
He's definitely flexing that 120 expertise.
Yeah. Oh, Gainai not far enough left on the wall kick. He's talking about BroMario. This is a very difficult position to be in. He might want to go for the long jump safety backup, but he did it, or he did the normal strat anyway with the side flip. So that was very scary. If you miss that, you will fall down and die. But he's
got a ledge grab.
Yeah, slowing down a bit because of it, but kind of able to get his feet under him now.
No.
He's got to get the backup box now. That coin did not land on a platform he can reach. If he had fallen and not ledge grab, I would have probably lost it here. Oh, woo, Gainai making me sweat every single time, but at least he was able to make it through. You know, maybe not as clean as BroMario, but he was able to do it nonetheless.
You know,
And
not not quite as optimal as the triple firsties from BroMario, but still looking good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, TikTok clock, if we had heart rate monitors on these guys, I mean, you know, the heart's just got to be pounding. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Because there's very little room for error, and it's, again, just like bits we were talking about earlier, how it's so movement based.
Yeah, stars like times and some moving bars are actually very difficult, despite, you know, a lot of effort being, or Gainai almost falling off. They're pretty much doing the exact same thing right now. Who will get the star first? It's a race. Synced wall kicks now, and I think it was BroMario by a frame. Nope, Gainai by a frame. There you go. Gainai wins that little sync battle.
If he was
but BroMario has to wait for reds.
He just needed 3 more stars, and then it would be good.
Yeah. I also want to point out that they both did the fast cycle to enter TDC, which means they're getting towed after. So this is their last. This is BroMario's last star in Rainbow Ride, and Gainai has 3 more.
I love the movement for reds, and folks that don't typically watch SM64 runs think that you're just kind of jumping into the star, but it's slower.
Yeah.
You have to be able to jump into the star and get the ground pounds, because the star animation doesn't start until you have both feet on the ground. Which it's kind of a meme, you know, the grab a hand star when they go in there and they can punch the wall, grab the star, and then they're in the death zone. All right, and BroMario headed up to see Bowser for the last time.
Yeah, he is actually on a high 51 pace, so that'd be a huge race time for him to pull out if he can maintain this pace that he's been having this whole run so far. But losing a bit of his momentum, he's gonna have to reset for triple jump wall kick, or not triple jump wall kick, triple jump dive on this middle island, which has caused a lot of death. You even see a runner like Benji, who's got a 49, very good mechanical skill. He actually goes for a slow setup there. He just doesn't want to risk it. And Gainai, it was a little bit of a meme among the people who kind of know and watch him, where in his okay, well, hold that thought. BroMario going for the punch setup, stationary left choke jump wall kick, but he's got it.
He got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that in BroMario and Gainai's 5204, he did like the safest sky like you could possibly do pretty much. And it's like, I don't blame him. He got a nice PB off of it, but he lost a good bit of time not doing the triple jump dive or the triple jump wall kick. So BroMario made it through bits, so he's into throws. It looks like he's going to be able to take this dub. And first throw is right on the money. Gainai, it's a race to see how many points can he scavenge in the differential. Perfect throws from BroMario though. He's really fighting for those extra points as well. And the third one is right on the money.
Nice.
BroMario is spamming the R button in his happiness. I don't know.
I mean, it's a possibility.
A low 52.
Very respectable for a race time.
And Gainai can pull off a 53, which wouldn't be too bad either. You know, he does have 51, but you know, he's pretty new to this kind of level, playing against people like who have a 145 and 120 star. Definitely the underdog, but he definitely showed his prowess today, and I think he can only be moving forward in the league. So definitely watch out for both of these people going forward.
Gainai's
into the pipe.
You know, let's see if he can get all 3 of these throws. You know, he like you said, he's racing to now get as many points as he possibly can. Since BroMario wrapped it up with that 52-10. First throw was good. Number 2 as well. Making it look easy. And look, he takes the exact same damage that BroMario took.
Okay. Not too bad. Thank you, Rock Chalk, for the subscription. I don't know what month that was. Maybe it'll actually be
the 2-monther.
Okay, 2 months from
That
Rock
is
Chalk.
the 2-monther. Gainai finishing up with a 53.28. Still an excellent race time.
Yeah, he'll get a solid, I think, 8 points for that one. And BroMario will get like 52. Actually, I don't know. We'll not speculate. But Gainai will get some consolation points, and it was a pretty good effort overall. BroMario is definitely someone who's probably higher up in the D2 echelon, where Gainai is kind of the up-and-comer.
I could see that. I definitely could see that. But solid performance for both of these guys. You know, this is kind of the SM64 day here on twitch.tv/speedrun. Lots more SM64 action coming up here shortly. Wow.
Wow, yeah, indeed.
I don't even know what to say with BroMario's run. I know that he had a couple of issues there in Rainbow Ride, but other than that, a solid run.
Yeah, I think a 52-10 is pretty good for what he's looking to accomplish in D2. You know, in D1 people get like 49s in races, but if you can get like 51s, then like you're gonna win so many races here. And BroMario was on pace to do it in bits. He just slipped up a tiny bit on the chip jump wall kick and on the throws. But you know, it was pretty nice. Yeah, just overall it was nice. Like I don't want to like be too critical either.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, got a ton of stuff coming up. Like I said, next is going to be JJ SRL versus Copens in this exact same league, in the D2 70-star league. Definitely a joy to watch.